With the newest update of 1.20, everybody's starting new worlds, and with any good world comes lots of new farms. So here are 3 amazing starter farms that'll help you jumpstart your world for Minecraft Bedrock 1.20 edition. Fuel is one of the most important things in Minecraft, especially early on, but sometimes it just feels like you can't find enough coal. By building this farm, you can smelt over 100 items every couple of minutes, and all you need to build it is 1 cauldron, 1 pointed dripstone, 1 bucket of lava, and 9 non-burnable blocks. Let's get into it. Start off by placing down your cauldron on the ground. You're then going to want to build up 3 blocks from this cauldron, breaking the bottom 2, and placing your pointed dripstone on the bottom there. And now all we need to do is place our lava on top of this block here, and to do that we just have to make a little enclosure around this block, just so that the lava doesn't go anywhere. So I'm going to put the lava inside of there, and you can see that pretty quickly this is going to fill up with lava. And once it fills up, what we can do is walk up to it with a bucket, pick it up, it'll produce more lava inside of that cauldron, and we can now take this bucket of lava, put it inside of the furnace, and smelt 100 items of whatever we want. And this will happen every couple minutes as well. And on top of this, you can expand this farm as much as you possibly need, so there's no limit to how much fuel you can get. So what you can see here is I've placed 9 sources of lava on the top, 9 cauldrons, and then 9 dripstones down here. And you can see that I can now take each one of these lava buckets, and each one of these smelts 100 items. So right here, there's 900 items that we can smelt just from this one small thing right here. And that's what makes this farm so good, is it's so cheap and it gives you tons and tons of fuel really, really quickly. And just so I can show you guys how much 900 items really is, it's this. Within like 5 minutes. The bottleneck's not going to be the fuel now, it's going to be how many items you can smelt with your smelter. Everybody wants to get their hands on the new netherite armor trims, but nobody wants to go through all the mining just to get that netherite. Luckily, there's an easier way. Beds. But to do this, you'll need tons of wool, and that's why this farm is perfect for getting all that netherite gear. Extremely compact, easily expandable, and very simple to make. Let's get into it. Now this sheep farm is extremely easy to make and is super easily expandable. All you're going to need is 7 solid blocks. I'm going to use glass, but you don't have to. 1 dispenser, 2 chests, an observer, 1 hopper, a rail, a hopper minecart, shears, and 1 piece of redstone. Start off by placing down your dispenser right there and making a nice little area out of your solid blocks just like this, so the sheep, when it's inside of here, won't be able to escape. You're then going to come around to the back here, break both those blocks right there, and place an observer so it's on that piece of glass in the middle, facing that direction. Go ahead and replace your grass block and place a piece of redstone there, so now anytime this grass is updated, that piece of redstone goes off. I'm then going to go ahead and temporarily break these, but I will place them back later, and I'm going to break these 9 blocks here, those 3, and those 3. I'm then going to take my chests, place them at the bottom here. This can be a single or double chest, doesn't matter. I'm then going to take my hopper, lead it into that chest, and now I need to get a hopper minecart on top of this hopper. So I'm going to temporarily place a rail with the hopper minecart on top. And then I'm just going to get to the same level as it, look for that hitbox, and I'm going to break this rail just like that. So you can see it falls right on top, and anything that goes inside of that hopper is going to go inside of this chest. Now all that's left to do is put my shears inside of here and replace all the blocks I got rid of. I'm then going to replace this grass block right where this observer was, and now I'm done. All I need to do is get a sheep inside of here, and once it eats that piece of grass, it's going to automatically be sheared, and its items are going to go inside of this chest. Alright, so as you can see, I have the sheep inside of here now. It's going to eat that grass, automatically be sheared, and its items are going to be picked up and put inside of this chest. And this farm is super easily expandable. You can make this just 1, or you can make this as long as you want, so it's definitely a super versatile farm, and super good for anything that you need that takes a lot of wool. Iron is in everything. Armor, tools, beacons, even the first farm on this list. So it goes without saying that having a good iron farm is a necessity. This iron farm will produce over 400 items per hour and is extremely easy to make. Let's get started. Now, like I said, this farm is only 5 by 5, so it's a very small farm. First thing you have to do though is make sure that you're within 200 blocks of the closest village or your base with villagers at it, because then the farm could slow down or not work at all. So the first thing we're going to want to go ahead and do is make a 5 by 5 area on the ground. So that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then this way as well. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then go ahead and dig out this entire area here. And now that you have this nice 5 by 5 area here, you're going to want to go down 8 for a total of 9. So from here, it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And if you want to make sure you did it right, from the bottom all the way up to this top block here should be a total of 9. And now go ahead and dig out this entire area. Now that you have your nice 5x5x9 hole, go ahead and go to the bottom of it, and on any one of the sides, place down 2 blocks and continue that all the way down. And then turn around and do it on this side as well. We're going to break these blocks later. They are just temporary, so it doesn't matter which block you use. You're now going to want to go ahead and place your beds on top of here. So 5 here and 5 here. This doesn't have to be pink beds. It can be any color. It doesn't matter. Just for convenience now, go ahead and break these blocks down here. And now break the temporary blocks that we placed right here. And place 5 more beds underneath. So you have this bunk bed pattern of 10 beds on each side. So I'm going to go ahead to this side as well. Break all of these and place down my beds. So now I should have a total of 20 beds here. 5 on the top, 5 on the bottom, and 10 on both sides. I'm then going to go ahead down here and place 3 blocks up, so now it's a half slab above the beds, and I'm going to continue that all the way down until I have a little something that looks just like this. Now we need to place our workstations for the villagers to actually have a profession. For me, I'm going to use fletching tables, but you can use whatever you want. You can use the librarian stand or a cauldron or anything, it doesn't matter. But for me, I'm going to use a fletching table. So go ahead, place 1 block in the middle, 4 in the corners, and now go ahead and place down 20 of your profession table, whatever you pick. So 3 on that side. That's going to be 6, 9, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. And now just to make sure when we get our villagers down here, they don't die, go ahead and place down a torch. And that is the main area of this part done. Now all we need to do is actually get our 20 villagers down inside of here. So like I said, you need to get 20 villagers inside of here. The easiest way that I've found to do it is just to get 2 villagers inside of here and then throw a stack of bread and let them breed by themselves. That way you don't have to get 20 villagers and haul them all inside of this thing. All you need to do is get 2. You'll know you've done it correctly if all of your guys do have the same profession here as the one that you've placed down. If they do have the green jacket like this guy here, he's not going to work because he can't get a profession. So if you have somebody like this, you're going to have to get rid of him and place down another villager. Once you have all 20 villagers down here, you can go ahead and block these guys off. We're not going to need them for the rest of this farm, as long as you have a torch down there so they can stay safe. Oh, look at that, farm working perfectly. All right, well, it's time to kill these guys now, so let's get to that right now. As you can see, some iron golems are already spawning. If they're not, don't worry about that. They will start to spawn soon. So now it's time to go ahead and pick the front of the farm. And for me, I'm going to say that I want this to be the front just because I've got this really nice view out here. By the way, the link to this seed is in the description. So I'm going to go ahead to this side now where I want it to be. And I'm going to break these blocks right here, going all the way down and then 1 below the level we have here and placing down some chests. I'm going to do a double chest. It can be a single. You can do more or less, whatever you want. But this farm produces so much iron that I think I'm going to do a double chest. Now I'm going to break these 3 corner blocks here and place 3 hoppers leading into all 3 of these. So now any items that go inside of these hoppers, you're going to make it inside of this chest. And now I'm going to go ahead and place a glass block or a leaf block, whatever you want, on top of this here so that we can still open up the chest. And then I'm just going to cover this back off just so it looks a little bit nice. And now it's actually time to kill these iron golems. So what I'm going to do is come to this corner. On this top block here, go 1 down, place your sign, 1 to the left of the middle and 1 to the right there, and then go ahead and place your lava, and you should see that the lava now sits right there where it's 3 blocks high, so you can't die to it, but the iron golems will be able to. You then want to go to the opposite side, place down your water, and when I do this, you should be able to see that these iron golems will now be pushed inside of this lava, and when they die, all of their drops will go inside of this chest down here, which I can just make a nice little staircase going down to like this. So you can see that when this guy dies right here, we already have more spawning just like that. All of their items are going to go inside of this chest right here. Perfect and simple, super fast and efficient, and really good for giving you tons of early game iron. Now the final step that we have to do here is just to make a little border around here with non-spawnable blocks just to make sure that no iron golems actually get out. So I'm going to go ahead and take a couple slabs, throw them down here, because if I put leaves right by this lava, it is going to burn. So I like to use a couple slabs, and then I'm just going to take some leaves just because they're pretty easy to get. I'm going to go ahead and place them all around here. So now we have non-spawnable blocks going all the way around. And this entire farm is complete. You can see as I've been talking here, we've had 4 iron golems spawn, and all of their items are being perfectly put inside of this chest. And one more thing that I should mention, if these cats are getting a little bit annoying, it shouldn't affect the rates too much, but if you think it does, you can go ahead and just place down some campfires so that the cats do die in the campfires, but I don't like to do that. I just don't think it's necessary. But that is going to be the entire farm. An extremely simple and compact 5x5 iron farm that in the 3 minutes that I've been talking here has already produced me almost 20 iron. Super easy and definitely a good one that you need to build in your starter world. That is going to be it for today's video. Make sure to leave a like and sub if you enjoyed these farms. Also, check out the Discord in the description. I make all my world downloads available there, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. BlazedMC out.